Hello and welcome to yet another Grumpy's Rehab facility video. I'm sorry for not posting this on Sunday when it's supposed to be posted, but I just had some things to do, so I'm gonna post it now. Anyway, today we're gonna be talking about some things that I would love to see in Star Citizen, or that would make our lives easier. So let me roll the intro and let's talk about it.
Hello, my name is Grumpy.
Alright, so first off, I would love to say a few things before we start. With 5,000 subscribers, we're gonna have a giveaway, and if you subscribe now, you have more chance to win. And yeah, that's gonna happen. I'm gonna make a video, you're gonna comment on it, and some people from my Discord and or community Discord, and some people from the video where you commented are gonna get LTI. Well, not ships, but Centurions and mules, because yeah, that's the best that I can do with 5,000 subscribers and not really that much revenue. The second thing is the album it's probably not going to be an album. It's probably going to be an EP or just a compilation of a bunch of things, because I was doing other shit and I just didn't have enough time. But here's a sneak peek of another song that I didn't really play before now. Okay, I guess that is enough. The next thing that I would love to say is that these are in, and I'm gonna do a review of these and a comparison video to these or my old sticks, the VKBs. So these would be the Constellation Alphas, and there was an issue with Referral, and I'm pissed off, but I'm also not really that pissed off, but yeah, whatever. I'm actually gonna do a comparison of these sticks and the Alpha Primes, the new ones that got released a few weeks ago or something like that. So with that said, yeah, there's a bunch of things here. Let me switch the camera. You're gonna see there's gonna be more stuff, like the throttle. You can't really see it here. There's the throttle. There's a switch thingy, switchboards, control panel, and whenever I do this, it just rattles the camera, which is just amazing. But let's talk about the main thing, the main topic that I wanted to talk about. So one of the things that pisses me off a lot in this game or in Star Citizen is that orgs are not getting any love. And it's an org game, and it's a multiplayer game, it's an MMO, and you need to play with your org if you want to be if you want to earn more money, or if you want to, I don't know, kill people easier and all of that. And the orgs never got love. So I was thinking, and there are a few solutions, and this video is gonna be I don't know, a suggestion video for CAG, but also you can tell me what you think in the comments below about my proposal. And I don't know if this is easy enough, but I know that it's not really that hard, and I know that because I have played some games that already have that. And those games weren't really games or AAA games, they were just mods. And if mods can do it, I'm pretty sure that Star Citizen can do it. So here's the thing, communication. Communication is the key of all success in any MMO.
Alright, thumbs up. Ready, guys? Let's do this. Leroy Dragons! Oh my god, he just ran in.
In any multiplayer game where there's I don't know, people attacking you and there's a fight and all of that, or if you're doing org mining or whatever. So What do we do so we can communicate? We make an org, and then we post a Discord link on the org page, and people join through the Discord link, and we hang out in the Discord. And once there's like 50 people in the Discord, they start like hopping in, and you're gonna have like 10 people at the same time in your voice call, and it's gonna be just like a pure fucking mess of people that are just gonna talk over each other, and you're never gonna hear the important stuff. So to keep things organized, we have orgs, right? So how are the orgs split? You have like the leader, and then you have the sub leaders, or the squad leaders, or whatever. And some people are doing that and using like gilded and all of that, and yeah, that's all good, that's all nice, but that's not in the game, and therefore, like, when it's not in the game, you're maybe gonna have like a bunch of private things there, and there's gonna be a bunch of people, like, I had it happen to me, and I'm pretty sure that you had it happen to you. Like, if you are in a bigger org, you probably had it happen to you where you had a spy, and it was just like a guy, girl, whatever, and they were just like talking to the other org and sending screenshots or like recording your voice calls, some of which were private. So how do we go around that? We go around that by having basically that thing, but in a game. And yes, you're gonna say, well, Grumpy, we have voice calls or voice chat or voice over IP in the game already, and that is true, but it is not well organized. And if you ever played Project Reality, which is a mod for Battlefield 2 that like spawns squads, because the developers of the mod for Battlefield 2 that's like called Project Reality, that I played for like 10 years, the same developers made Squad, the tactical shooter game. You may heard of it, you may have not, and it's awesome, and you should try it.
Oh, there's already a guy coming. Oh.
Well, this is bad. This is bad. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! 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 Oh fuck! No! 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 Where the fuck are they?
Hey, if you can't throw smoke at me, try to get me up. I don't know. That was from like northeast.
Copy.
Squad 4.
Okay, guys, there's gonna be enemies there. Do not engage. Just let them be. Just like move past them. We got a cap, and we're gonna move on. They cannot. What?
Enemy straight ahead. Enemy straight ahead.
Why did you all leave? Fuck it.
Oh, we have contact here.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's a lot there. Watch out.
Yeah, but we don't need to be like, oh shit. If we die here, like the whole operation is gonna fail.
3, you should call when you're not able to do the caps. I'll have to.
Dude, they just fucking stopped the truck and hopped out. Like, they're not listening at all.
No. Oh, the friendlies did that.
Yeah.
That third chopper in the air, at least. Get a fourth one spun up.
Where are we going? We're gonna be hitting North Bridge and setting up FOB to the west of Jabal. Land on the... Alright, here we go. Contacts left! Contacts left! Let's go! Enemies. Contacts north! You're free to engage!
They used Mumble, and they optimized that for a Battlefield 2 and for their mods, and they made like an in-game voice over IP that was just working, and it was really good. So it was working like this. And it's pretty simple. You have the commander or the command chat, and in the command chat, the commander, the squad leader 1, squad leader 2, squad leader 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., they could talk to each other. And you had like squad members, or member 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. You had them in the squads. So this would be a squad. Squad leader 1 is leading the squad 1 with like these members here. And these members can communicate with each other and with the squad leader, but they cannot hear the whole squad chat or the command chat where the commander, SL1, SL2, SL3, SL4, and SL5 are in. So what happens, there's a chain of command. The command has a UAV or whatever, and they can see from above what's happening. They have some other info. They're commanding the squad leaders, and the squad leaders, which will be like, I don't know, tank squad, ground attack squad, chopper squad, or like transfer squad, or supply squad, or whatever. And then you will have like CAS or close air support squad, etc. And he will command all of them, or they would just like make up a plan because it's a game, and like this guy is just like a guy. He's not really a commander. And yeah, they would just like communicate, and whatever they decide to do, it gets passed on to member 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each squad from the squad leader. Therefore, there is no clogging the audio channel. And I know that there is some, like, you can make like a party voice chat in Star Citizen. You can make something else, and you can make, I don't know what it's called. It's not a party, it's whatever. But you can make those in Star Citizen, and yeah, that is fine, but that is not enough because it is not like as simple as this is. So what you had was your numpad, and the number 1 on your numpad would be squad 1, squad 2, squad 3, squad 4, squad 5. On the other keys, I'm not sure if you're seeing. So this is numpad 6, and it will be the squad 6. The I don't know what it was, like the star or whatever it's called. That was the command chat, or you could just talk to all people in the command chat, or as we saw here, to the commander and all the other squad leaders. And that was really effective because squad leader 3 could just talk to squad leader 1 and tell him, hey, I'm the recon squad and I'm leasing a target for you, and SL1 is the leader of the CAS squad, for example, and he will laze a target and the target would get destroyed. The other squad leaders like don't really have to hear all of that because, yeah, like if you're talking over each other, it's an issue. Now, how does this connect to Star Citizen? Well, if we have a commander, and if we have the same split like in Squad, in the game Squad or Project Reality, you would have this. You would have like one guy, or maybe not even a commander, like a one guy, but a command squad. And then like, so this thing doesn't need to be here. It could be just like parallel to this, and it could be just called the command squad. And it will be the squad 1. And this will be the squad 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, 6. And one of the squads will be like working on mining, and the other one will be just a reconnaissance squad, which would like find good rocks, and they talk to each other, but they don't need to hear the other squad. Security would like be just the security for the mining and the recon, and then you will have the refining, which will have pretty soon, and they will have their own security, but they do not need to talk to each other. Like all the members do not need to talk to each other. And when we scale up the game, once we get server meshing, hopefully next year, we will need this kind of communication. And yes, you can do that in Guilded, but it is not really like operational security on Guilded or Discord is not really that good. Yes, it's not like in the game you can also like spy on people, and you can also join the squad, and you can also like report to other orgs like what they're saying, what they want to do and all of that. Yes, you can do that, but it's going to be a bit harder for people to know everything and what's happening if they are not high-ranking officers, if they are not the leader of the mining squad, if they are not the leader of the recon or security, refining, and security too. For example, yeah, you can have more squads, like it doesn't matter. You can have like 10 squads, 15 squads, it doesn't matter. So when we're talking about like PvPers, we have the same thing. It's like it is up to you how you're gonna set up all of this. So you will have a commander or a command squad, and then you will have the recon squad, which is just gonna be like a binoc squad, and they're just gonna like do reconnaissance. You will have like the ground attack squad, which is gonna be like, I don't know, people that are going to enter Jump Town, for example, or in the far future that are going to enter enemy bases. Then you will have like ground to air squads, which is just named ground 2 squad, or they can be a support squad, it doesn't matter. Then you will have like wing 1 and wing 2, which would be like the air superiority squads. So if you had all of that, it will be really easy to communicate, because member 8 does not need to hear what member 2 has to say. Recon squad, or member 2 from Recon squad, so because like Recon squad or the Recon leader can, if it's important, he can tell the squad 5, squad 4, or wing squad 1, whatever it's called. He can tell him, hey, there's a guy here, he's in a Eclipse or whatever, we just saw him, or there's a guy here with a ballista, be careful. And then maybe I guess like relay to the ground 2 squad, and the ground 2 squad with tongs shows up and like destroys the ballista. And that's like, I don't know, this is how it should work if you're gonna make a cooperative PvP game / MMO / whatever. Yes, you can do that on Discord, and you can do all of that, but it's not that easy. And here's the thing, you can tie that all up to the org. So you have the org, and you have officers in that org. So the main guy, the leader, would be just the leader, and that's going to be called like the leader of the organization. He is above the officers, but he's just a leader. And so when we're talking about all of this, the main thing that is really like stupid, that is not like developed still, and I don't understand that, because like we are 11 years in development, yet we still don't have any love shown towards the orgs. So what if there's the guy that joined the org, he's not an officer, he's not really new, but he doesn't have all the ships. And your org has the ships. Like, you have people that have the ships, that bought them in the game or with real money, and they want to pull out, let's say, a mole. But they can't do that because they don't have a mole. So what are they supposed to do? They're supposed to grind for a mole. But here, if you have like an org pool of ships that you will add as an org, with like buying those ships like straight up with real money, or buying them in the game and sharing them with your officers so the officers can spawn, you will not need to wait for a guy that has a certain ship to spawn it. So let's say only the leader has a hammerhead, and there are like 3 officers online, and there's the shit hit the fan and something is happening. They need a hammerhead, but they don't have it. What do? They just they run, and that's it. But having an org pool of vehicles that are available for the org, to the org, at all times, you would have like those officers spawn that hammerhead. So maybe the leaders can spawn all the ships from the org pool, but only the officers, or a rank under the officer, whatever it is, can spawn like certain ships. So for example, you have an officer that is his main thing is mining, and he can spawn the Great Gate Rock, the Mole, the Prospector, Orion, whatever, once we get it, the Expanse, etc. There's not more that much more, but yeah, he can spawn that. And then you have the officer that is he is the guy, the main guy for PvPing or PvEing or whatever, and he can spawn the fighters. Then you have the hauling officer or the cargo whatever officer that will be able to spawn the C2 Caterpillar, Raft, etc. And he could give those to other players in the org that just can't spawn those ships because they don't have them. And then you will have special and support, like with the Eclipse, SRV, Reclaimer, Vulture, Cuddy Red, Cuddy Blue, and the officer that can spawn capital ships and sub-capital ships. such as the Hammerhead, Carrack, Odyssey, etc. So if we had all of that, and if it was like tied into the command chat, and I'm sorry about the graphs and all of this, but I didn't really know how else to like explain it without these pictures. So if we had those, I think the game would work much better for the orgs. Like the org play would be it would be amazing, because if you ever played Squad, if you ever played Project Reality, if you ever played Hell Let Loose, but like my experience in Hell Let Loose is that like people don't really talk to each other, but if you ever played those games, you would know how much communication can help you out to win a game or to just be better, to have a whole team that's working on the same thing and to start feeling like you're a part of an org or a team or whatever you want to call it. Also, yes, I know that like the org pool for ships and maybe earning money for the org that I can also talk about, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video, because yeah, like I guess that like it goes like they go hand in hand, because like if you're taking ships from the org, you need to earn money for the org and it needs to be connected, all of that. But like this is just like the main things that we need as players that are not in the game 11 years in. So why I think that this is not in the game yet. So let's say you're in an org and there's like 100 people in the org, and currently if you want to take out a Carrack, you need to have a Carrack, or you're gonna rely on that guy that has a Carrack to be online when you're playing. But with this, you will not have to have a Carrack, and with all the wipes and all of that, you would just lose the Carrack if you bought it in the game, so therefore you will buy it with real money. Therefore, like if this was in the game, if the org pool was in the game, the ship sales would plummet, because why would you have 10 Carracks in your org? Why would you have 10 javelins when you can just have an org pool with maybe 2 Carracks or maybe 2 javelins? I think that that is the main reason, but I also think that this is really important, and if this was in the game, I don't really think that the ship sales would drop that much, because people would still like love to have their own Carracks and own ships. So if those ships were shared, but if the guy that like shared those ships can take him out from the org pool and just like get him to themselves, like the only way you can do this right now is to have a shared account, and you spend all the money and you buy ships and you get it on the org account. It's still the account and it's still like not tied to anyone, and then you share the password, you share the username and all that with the people that are in the org, and that's like the workaround, because like Star Citizen is like workaround the game. But if you do that, somebody's gonna get the password, somebody's gonna get, like, you are always risking that you're gonna have like a spy or somebody that you distrust that's gonna fuck you over and that's gonna like take your ships and like gift those ships to himself or what, like sell them, whatever, it doesn't matter. So that is a bad option for you guys, for your money, and you shouldn't do that. But if CAG gave us this, that would work pretty nicely, wouldn't it? And on top of that, with the upgraded VoIP system, or like all the adjustments that I said, there's no point in everyone practicing radio silence, because at some point some people are gonna start talking about something or whatever. And of course, on top of that, you will have the local chat that we already have, and that's a good thing, because like the ground people, the guys on the in the ground team don't really need to talk in the squad chat if they're like right next to each other. If they are transmitting like the bearings of a person, that like the bearing, like the, I don't know, the compass bearing, that's what I'm talking about, of a guy that's that spotted them, or of an enemy, they don't really need to do that in the squad chat, or we currently have that in Discord. Like everybody is gonna hear the bearing from that guy, but like some people are in the ship, some people are like mining and doing something else, but he can just do that in local chat with like pressing a keybind, and the people around him would hear that. With this, it would work amazingly. Without this, it is not like it is not organized. Therefore, it is not an org. It is not an org game because there is no org play. So yeah, that would be it for today, guys. Like, I don't know, I would love to see that, and this is like one of the things that I wanted to talk about for a long time, but I was like, yeah, this is gonna be such a boring video, and but I don't know, I think that this is really important, and I think that this should be implemented into the game before server meshing, because when we get server meshing, we're gonna have like test squadron is gonna have like a, I don't know, 3,000 players playing at the same time on a shard, or like, I don't really know how it's gonna work, because we really don't know like how many people or what's the server cap gonna be like when we get server meshing. But we're gonna have a bunch of people from larger orgs playing together and just like talking over each other and not being like that productive or that effective. So with that said, I hope you liked the video. I know that this is like an off one, but I really wanted to talk about this with you guys, and tell me in the comments if you like the idea and like if you think, because I know that I have some developers that are following my channel, so if you think that this is like easy or hard to do, just tell me down in the comments, and yeah, let's start talking about this, because I think I truly believe that this is a really important thing that needs to be added for this game not to be a solo, like a single player game anymore. So again, with that said, thank you for watching, and thank you to all my patrons for supporting the channel. If you want to support the channel, there's going to be a link down in the description of the video. And yeah, you're supporting me for buying equipment for the studio, for doing the giveaway, for a lot of stuff that like I can't do with the revenue that I'm getting, and because it's like really small. But if you want to support the channel, link is in the description of the video. So yeah, again, thank you for watching, and don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling with your space, and bye.